Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. This one, a prime example of how the Mid-American Conference has grabbed the spotlight on days other than Saturday for a little action. As we'll see, the Eastern Michigan Eagles taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. The offense lining up for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll try the outside to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. Steamrolls his way ahead. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
His attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's running in the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
The Bobcats want to move quickly. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Now the pitch. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Snyder. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Owen. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Off team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to get it. He'll start this drive firing. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can...
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Dropping back, it's Snyder. It's complete on the right side. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Owen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
On the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The give to the single back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Now improvising. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, and keep this drive rolling.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And the Bobcats will try to move the sticks on 4th down. The option look. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball and tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play. Break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Over, the Bobcat offense heads to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Navarro. He's right on target. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Hendricks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
Snags it. He might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on second down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Snyder. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He fires it out to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hendricks. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him, and they convert. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to pass. It's Navarro. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Owen. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Smashes through. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the...
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
makes a grab enough for the first. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
That makes the score Ohio 28, Eastern Michigan 0.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back because they have gotten beat time and time again up front.